instructions. I want no solid fists to the face or the body. Nothing below the waist. I want a good clean match. Come out fighting. Ring a bell.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the Fight Underground, a new chapter, a new era of Pittsburgh professional wrestling. You're seeing it here. The very first matchup in Fight Underground history, the Rev Ron Hunt and AJ Alexander. My name is Jim Amata, being joined by Pittsburgh legend Paul Atlas. And Paul, what an atmosphere here in the Underground. It's all about the competition.
That's right, Jim. We've been talking about this for months, and now we are here in our underground location. We are kicking it off with the match we announced this past week at the council. AJ Alexander and the Reverend Ron Hunt. Fight Underground is alive and well in Pittsburgh.
No frills, all fight, Paul. And these two, during the pre-fight discussion, had a lot of animosity. Former members of the Jesus Club. All that was put aside because the Rev Ron Hunt, a 10-year pro, a man that has competed extensively in the Future of Honor division for Ring of Honor, making his path, making his name. But AJ Alexander is a man that wants to branch out the same way the Rev has.
Sure, and as I discussed this past Thursday night, the Rev Ron Hunt came in with a lot of sizzle, a lot of flash, a lot of glitz. He's come a long way. He's traveled the country. He's a member of Shane Taylor Promotions, but I am just not quite impressed enough yet to say that the Rev will be the future of Fight Underground.
Well, this is his chance, his opportunity, as we're seeing him utilize that side headlock. AJ Alexander back up to a vertical base, looking for a way to extricate himself here. Trying to leverage his way out that top wrist lock. Slides out the back door, side headlock of his own. You can speak to it, controlling the head, controlling the body.
Exactly, and a nice transition here by AJ Alexander.
Big knockdown center ring, and you can see AJ Alexander always very confident. Nice leapfrog, duck under here, drop down, and what an exchange.
Yeah, both men lightning quick in that exchange. AJ showing a little bit of that size and strength advantage, but the Rev with the quickness.
The Rev pressing the advantage here, wrestling with a sense of urgency. And look at the expression, look at the eyes of the Rev Ron Hunt. Despite that 10-year experience, he's looking to prove himself here in the Underground. AJ elevates him. The master of the neck breaker, living up to his moniker. Cover here, hooks that leg, too close to the ropes.
But that half a second hesitation, the Rev was able to scoot his body over towards those ropes. And you know, as I've mentioned over the course of the past month in the Fight Council meetings, these gentlemen, every one of the gentlemen you're going to see in the upcoming fights, they are 0-0, and every single win and every single loss matters. But this match more so than any other because, well, let's face it, the guy who wins this match will have the very first victory in Fight Underground.
And there was only one man in the history of the Fight Underground, and quite frankly, in this chapter of Pittsburgh professional wrestling, that can have the first victory.
Exactly. That man will have a huge advantage over all other fighters.
And bragging rights for the rest of their respective career. AJ Hook's back press was not enough.
Rev looks like he's trying to gasp for some breath there. He's taking a few blows to the chest and lung area.
Yeah, certainly the oxygen is what fuels the muscles, but man, again, AJ living up to that name, all the variations of the neck breaker, and as braggadocious and as well-spoken as the Rev is, AJ may be a little more cocky than even Rev Ron Hunt.
Yeah, you've seen that there with that forearm across the side of the face as he attempted that lateral press.
You know, Paul, something we have to take note of because of the pandemic going on in the world. Everyone here in the Underground has the proper mask, the face covering, all the precautions.
Well, hey, at Fight Underground, we care about our combatants, and we're going to make sure everything is played by the book here.
A lot of sanitation going on before here. Oh, man, kick to the jaw. Beautiful neck breaker. What a transition. 2.5.
The Rev almost sanitizing AJ's teeth from his mouth there with that kick.
And you can see the Rev the frustration etched on his face, and I think that speaks volumes to the durability of AJ Alexander. He's frustrating even the Rev Ron Hunt.
Sure. And this is where we're going to find out just what the Rev has. Can he dig down deep and can he push past that facade of the sparkle and compete here?
Well, he's looking to prove himself here. And man, AJ Alexander is taking a beating here. A lot of confidence from AJ coming into this thing. He may be eating those words before the end of this matchup.
And this is our historical first ever fight in Fight Underground, and so far it's living up to its billing right now with these guys going at it tooth and nail.
Rev favoring that arm, and that may be his undoing because that hesitation allows AJ to hit yet another variation of the neck breaker. One thing you can say about AJ Alexander, always studying new techniques, always on the cutting edge of professional wrestling, always trying to innovate, adding to his repertoire.
Sure, and not only that, I mean, he can hit these from various positions around the ring, but now, after all this, AJ going up top, I don't know about this.
Double stomp, no water in the pool, and that's why it's high risk, because clearly AJ wrenching his knee on the way down. Elevates Hunt. His leg gave out, Paul. That was a critical mistake there, and the Rev just spiked him. That's gotta be all. And that's it, we have it.
Yeah. That is our first ever victory in Fight Underground, and it goes to the Reverend Ron Hunt. You know, again, he's pushing the envelope each and every day, but I think AJ Alexander, you know, he had a good ground game going. I don't know why he went to the top rope for that move there. That just, I think that was his undoing.
One small mishap, and the Rev Ron Hunt now has bragging rights for the rest of his career. The very first victory in Fight Underground history.
And now looks like a show of sportsmanship here by the Reverend. Extending
Tremendous
a hand,
matchup.
Extending a hand to AJ Alexander.
Competition on display here.
Oh!
Hey, wait a minute.
Well, apparently we know AJ's feeling about the whole situation.
AJ not very gracious in defeat, but quite frankly, I would expect nothing less coming from that egotistical young man.
Sure, but let's not forget, though, not only is he in the very first fight in Fight Underground, he's also the first loser in Fight Underground.
AJ Alexander, I was going to ask you about coming off the top rope, but I have to ask you, what about that display of disrespect toward the Rev?
You call that a display of disrespect? I call that opening up myself an opportunity. That opportunity just opened up my path to the top of Fight Underground instead of following the Rev's footsteps.
Let's take you to the ring where Nick is with the winner, the Reverend Ron Hunt.
Fight fans, I'm being joined by the first winner of the first match here at Fight Underground. Now, Ron L. Hunt, Rev Ron, this is a man that you've traveled up and down the roads with, you know, countless times. What do you make of the blatant disrespect from AJ Alexander?
You said it right, man. Ain't nothing but a blatant disrespect. Everybody wants to talk about whoever capitalizes on that victory. There's a target on their back. Well, I consider a target all right there by my so-called brother, AJ Alexander. You want to talk about disrespect? You want to talk about how I birthed him in this wrestling game? I'm the reason why he's elevating the way he is. But yet at the end of it, it's just like everything else. You're no longer a son to me. You're just a bastard.
Now, Ronell, back to the match. You won the very first match here in Fight Underground, making you 1-0, taking, as of right now, the top spot. What are your feelings?
My feelings is, look at me, world. I'm on top. Fight Underground is where the best of the best are. But you're looking just like I stated from day one, and it's a prophecy that's now completed. I'm the one on the other side of the gate. So if you want to come in here, if you want to be audacious enough to challenge me, I welcome all challengers. Tell the Fight Council, give me a call when they're ready for the next victim.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first winner of the first match here at Fight Underground, Rev Ron Hunt.